Failure isn't the end, it's a stepping stone. I remember a time when I felt like I was drowning in setbacks. I couldn't pay my bills, I moved from place to place, and I faced rejection over and over again. But every time I stumbled, I learned something new. It was tough, but I held on to my dream with both hands. Look at Sally Jesse Raphael. She was fired 18 times, lived in her car, and still, she never gave up. She turned her failures into fuel, and eventually, she found success beyond her wildest dreams. So when you face challenges, remember, each failure is just an opportunity to begin again, more intelligently. Embrace the struggle, keep pushing forward, and let your attitude shape your journey. Your breakthrough could be just around the corner. In the beginning, I remember learning to ride my bike. It was a mix of excitement and fear, training wheels giving me a false sense of security. I fell more times than I can count, each scrape a reminder of my struggle. But there was something magical about that challenge. With every wobble, I felt a spark of determination. My parents were right there, cheering me on, their encouragement fueling my persistence. I was eager to succeed, imagining the freedom of riding without help. Each attempt brought me closer, and eventually, I found my balance. That journey taught me resilience. Just like Sally Jesse Raphael, who faced years of setbacks yet kept pushing forward, I learned that failure isn't the end. It's a stepping stone to success. As adults, we often shy away from learning new skills, don't we? We complain, we make excuses, and we let fear hold us back. Remember that fearless 6-year-old who jumped on a bike, ready to fall and get back up? Somewhere along the way, we started to see falling as failure instead of a stepping stone to success. It's time to shift our mindset. Every stumble is a lesson, every setback a chance to grow. Successful people embrace their failures. They understand that each misstep is part of the journey. So let's reclaim that adventurous spirit. Focus on your goals, not on what others think. Commit to the process, and remember, perseverance is key. The road to mastery is paved with challenges, but it's those challenges that lead us to victory. Keep pushing forward. Imagine a professional baseball player who hits just 3 times out of 10. That's a 70% failure rate, yet he's at the top of his game, earning millions. Take Mark McGwire, who hit 70 home runs in 1998 but struck out 155 times. For every home run, he had nearly 3 strikeouts. And then there's Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player, with career shooting percentage of 50%. Half of his shots were misses. This isn't just about sports. Look at actors who face countless rejections before landing a role. Jerry Seinfeld bombed on stage during his first gig, but he didn't quit. He kept pushing through, and eventually, he became a comedy legend. Success is all about persistence. It's about getting enough at-bats, going on enough auditions, and visiting enough clients. Embrace the failures. They're stepping stones to greatness. Keep trying, keep adjusting, and success will follow. Imagine pouring your heart and soul into a project, only to face rejection after rejection. That was the reality for Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen. They approached 34 publishers, and after 33 NOs, they could have easily given up. But they didn't. They believed in their vision and kept pushing forward. Their persistence paid off when the 34th publisher finally said, yes. That single moment launched the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, which has sold over 30 million copies. What kept them going through all those failures? Their unwavering positive attitude. They understood that failure is just a stepping stone to success. Each rejection was a lesson, not a defeat. So the next time you face setbacks, remember, your attitude can turn a no into a yes. Keep going, because your breakthrough might be just around the corner. Success isn't a straight path. It's a winding road filled with bumps and detours. Take Rush Limbaugh, for example. He spent 12 years struggling in radio, facing ridicule and rejection before finally breaking through. After a tough 5-year stint in sales, he returned to the airwaves, and the rest is history. What does this teach us? Failure isn't the end. It's just a stepping stone. Every setback is a lesson, a result that brings us closer to our goals. I remember a time when I pursued a potential client for years. Week after week, I faced rejection, but I didn't give up. Finally, after years of persistence, I landed that gig. Success is about resilience. It's about hanging on when others let go. So if you're facing challenges, remember, the only time you truly fail is when you quit. Keep pushing forward, and success will follow. If I'm not getting the results I want, I need to ask myself some key questions. First, am I setting an unrealistic timetable? Success isn't a sprint. It's a climb one step at a time. I must be patient and focus on my own journey, not someone else's. Next, am I truly committed? I need that burning desire to achieve my goals and banish any thoughts of giving up. It's easier to stay committed when I'm passionate about what I'm doing. Then, I have to consider my environment. Am I surrounded by discouraging influences? Negative people can drain my energy, so I need to build a network of supporters who believe in me. Preparation is crucial too. Am I learning everything I can about my goals? I should read, listen, and connect with successful individuals. Finally, am I willing to fail? Failure is part of the process, and it's where I learn my most valuable lessons. When I embrace failure, it loses its power over me. So I welcome it as a vital step toward achieving my dreams. Failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone. Each setback is a lesson, a chance to adjust my approach. I've learned that hiding from failure only keeps me stagnant, while embracing it opens doors to new opportunities. Sure, I won't win every sale or profit from every investment, but that's part of the journey. Life is a mix of wins and losses, and the key is to crawl before I walk and walk before I run. Every goal I set comes with its own challenges. It's my choice to see these as temporary hurdles rather than insurmountable walls. By learning from each defeat and keeping my eyes on the prize, I can turn those failures into the fuel that drives my success.